Hello, puppy trades. I think it might be time to take things slow for a little bit. I know you might be enjoying a ride home from work, or maybe you work from home, or maybe you're like me. You get to live off of doing what you love, some form of passive investing. I was fortunate enough today to make a what some might call a gamble, and what probably is a gamble, on a stock called Virgin Galactic. I got a pretty good amount of dividends, which I do basically every week. And I thought, instead of reinvesting this into more dividends, which I'm obviously going to do in a few days anyway, why not use a little bit to have some fun, buy some leap options on a company that does commercial space travel. So I did that. I bought leaps on Virgin Galactic, the one strike call for December 19th of 2025. And those were $58 per share. I bought an even number. So the rest of the dividends that I'm going to get, I'm actually going to use quite a bit of money. All that just comes in. I don't invest any outside money into my brokerage account. It all just comes in from dividends. And I'm fortunate enough to live in a state that doesn't have a state income tax. So that's quite fortunate in that regard. And now there's so many ETFs running these option selling strategies. I get about 3 or 4. Or I'm potentially going to get at least 3 compounding dividends from these ETFs every month for the rest of my life. And then I take these large, too good to be true yields, and I always make sure that I'm putting them in my favorite closed-end funds that have real asset backing, and track things like real estate, like utilities, like collateralized loan obligations, and other debt collecting instruments, and now even ETFs like THTA from SoFi, holding short-term treasury bills and selling option spreads, collecting a 13% yield. But today we're just going to look at some Elliott Wave. We're going to look at some Elliott Wave art. I think that a lot of people, they think that it's the random walk, right? They need to be glued to the news headlines every day. And that, there's people like me who have their head in the clouds trying to predict the future. Well, I'm going to show you guys how I think I can predict the future in this video. I'm going to give a pretty clear roundabout Elliott Wave tutorial on 3 stocks. The first rule is that the money's got to come from somewhere, right? The money has to come from somewhere. So this is an unusual stock options volume screen. I sorted by the lowest put to call volume ratio. I refreshed, and then I sorted by the highest unusual options volume change for the past 1 month. And then Melco Resorts down here has 140% unusual options volume with a 98% call bias. So we'll look at what was bought. That's not the most unusual options volume, but I've seen this on the screen before. This is Melco and Resorts Entertainment, is a developer, owner, and operator of casino, gaming, and entertainment casino resort facilities, primarily in Asia. So we're going to look at what options were bought on this stock to give it the unusual options volume reading. It wasn't. They've got all the expirations. Yes, for 5/17, 7,286 calls were bought for about $40 a piece, just slightly in the money. So that's one way to predict the future, right? The tail wags the dog. How many shares is that going to need to be offset for the market maker to offset all those calls? Well, that's going to be found by taking 7,286 times the delta of these calls, which is 60. So whatever that number is, that's how many shares are going to need to be hedged for this. So anyway, we're going to look at some Elliott wave on Melco, but let's just keep getting into other screens to find opportunities for maybe some undervaluation. So this is Bar Charts Investing tab. They have a really interesting tool where in this theme list there's all these different themes. So for Mid-America Apartments and for Albert Marie, I'm going to show you the screens that I got these from. For Albert Marie, this was I used the fundamental screen on the EV tab, and I sorted by the highest earnings per share for the trailing 12 months. So Toyota Motors is by far the highest one. It's actually looking like it's a pretty big leading indicator, possibly thrusting into wave 3. And then we see Alba Marie, or Alba Marley. Sorry, Alba Marley is the next highest one, and then it's followed by Baidu, GM, and BMW. So we're gonna look at ALB in this video, and then we're also gonna look at where I talked about Simon Property Group in my most recent post. I've talked about real estate quite a bit. We're gonna look at Mid-America Apartments in this video. I think these 3 stocks have pretty beautiful counts, and they're all, maybe beautiful is not the right word. Maybe getting artsy isn't the best way to go about it. But a lot of people think that the future can't be predicted, especially not in the stock market. For this, I used, again, the fundamental filter, and I sorted by the highest earnings per share for the trailing 12 months. Now, Mid-America Apartments wasn't the highest, but it has a 4.20% yield, and we're going to look at this stock. I think it's got quite a beautiful count. So let's actually start with this. Yes. Yes, this is quite a beautiful chart. Now, first we just see madness, right? First we just see madness. Oh, no. No, this is not madness. There's no madness in this chart. I'm going to show you what's really going on here. Yes. You see the madness. Oh, no. No, no, no. There is no random walk, you see. There's no random walk. Let's look at this. Yes. You see the random walk. You see only the madness. Why do you see only the madness? It's because you cannot see the beauty of your reality. So someone can make an artificial reality around you, and what are you going to do? You can't even see the real reality. So how will you ever be able to distinguish from the artificial one? Yes. But you say puppy trades. You are foolish. Yes. We will seize the madness, or we will seize the art, and the thin partition between. But you say puppy trades. You cannot predict the future. Yes. But look at this. Where is the madness here? Wave A. Wave B. Wave C. What? Where is the madness now? Look at this. The length of wave A placed at the wave BI equals exactly where wave C ends. Ooh. It's beautiful. What do you call beautiful madness, my love. Can you not see the destiny? Look at this. Oh, but you say puppy trades is coincidence. No, my loves. It is no coincidence. It's coincidence. The dance. Why are you afraid to dance with me, my loves? Why are you afraid to tell me that this is not only the length of wave A places the wave B high where wave C ends, but if we take the time fibs, when we take the time fibs, what do we see? The length of time for wave 1 and wave A is exactly where wave B and wave C may end. Oh, so then what you say is about the future puppet trades? Is the future crazy? Is the future mad? There is no way. Of course not. Well, of course not. Where is this wave 3 time fib? It's July of 2025. So what is even the point of trying to predict so far in the future? Who can know? We have the random walk. And perhaps not. But Mid America Apartments pays a dividend. And let's look at this beautiful Elliott wave. And what can happen in this seismic move that no one can predict. Because they do not see the odds. Look at this. I believe from this law, this is a wave 1. This is a wave 2. So it will hold above 121.58. To 123.73. And begin a new bullish cycle. Ultimately going all the way into the mid and lower 200s. Possibly by the summer of 2025. Mid America Apartments is a real estate investment trust that focuses on the acquisition, selective development, redevelopment, and management of multifamily homes throughout the southeastern, southwestern, and mid-Atlantic regions of the United States. But you say puppet trade. It does not take Albert Einstein to know that the biggest apartments in the middle of the country are going to do well. We all pay rent, puppet trades. Okay. Let's look at Albert Marie. Albert Marley. Albert Marley Corporation is a premier specialty chemicals company with leading positions in attractive end markets globally. It is a leading producer of highly engineered specialty chemicals geared to meet customer requirements across a bevy of end markets, including petroleum refining, consumer electronics, energy storage, construction, and automotive. 92% institutional shareholders, very high profit margins, very high return on equity and assets, but negative EBIT. Why negative EBIT? But it has positive interest coverage ratio. The Elliott wave says pooh to the EBIT. Pooh. Albemarle has annual income, annual sales, high earnings per share for the trailing 12 months. Do not tell me about the EBIT. Let's look at this beautiful count. Ah, you tell me puppet trades. You cannot predict the future. You see how many sectors this company is involved in. There's too many moving parts. Ah. I put you with the EBIT. Poof. I say wave 1. Wave 2. Look at this. Wave 3. Highest high on the weekly RSI. Monthly RSI. 82.10. I'm talking about 10 years of charting. 81.36. Wave 1. Wave 2. Wave 3. Wave 4. And this is wave 5. It ends with momentum divergence on the monthly RSI. And from this high, wave A, wave B, wave C. Now I pull out the Fibonacci retracements and the extension. Click, click, click. Da. Now I go be perfect. This low, 208.57. This high, 293.01. This high, 334.55. We see Albemarle ends with A, B, C, which can be a large 2, or wave B. At the 100 to 161.8% extension of the length of wave A placed at the wave B high, which is where wave C ends. Since Albemarle has a higher beta, very often wave C for these wave 2, wave B, in between the 127.2 to 161.8% extension. The invalidation, 106.69, quite wide, but in the long term, Albemarle can begin a new cycle to wave 3 of wave C into the mid to upper 300s. And to be precise, the entire length of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, wave 3, highest high, wave 4, wave 5, more. The length of wave 1, placed at the wave too low. Albemarle, all the way up to 390 long term. Too many news cycles, too many new events, too many global events, puppy trades. How can you not see the destiny? Because you don't see the arts, you only see the madness. Let's try one more. The institutions. They think they can predict the future. They're crazy. The gambling idiots. Gambling on gambling stocks. No. The institutions can see the arts. Look at this. They want to gamble, eh? The institutions want gamble. Here's why the institutions want gamble. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, highest high on the RSI. The institutions want gamble. Shallow wave 4, you think they don't know this? They don't call this madness, my loves, I promise. They call this art. And let me tell you something deep down. They're enamored with the art too much. They do not appreciate art and science the way you and I do. No. This is the problem. The art is too beautiful for them. They do not see the divinity, and they are not grateful. As the Christian man, the Buddhist man, the Hindu man, the Jewish man, the Islamic man is grateful. No. Like the astrologer is grateful. No. Like the numerologist is grateful. No. They see it. They see the beauty and they see the art, and they cannot be grateful. It drives them mad. Okay, it drives them mad. Because if you knew why you should be grateful, how could they rule you? If you knew someone much greater than all of us was really in charge. So they play God. They create this stock market that they control. They create their own madness so they can fix it with their own arts. But even the devil, he must compete with the Lord. He must do his best impression. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave A, wave B, wave C. The promise of the church of Saturn, as you know it, the church of Satan, is that you will be able to predict the future, knowing these secrets. My loves, I tell you, I have already found these things. It's so easy. It's so simple. And there's no reason to join the Illuminati or the Church of Satan. I have no secrets, and they have no secrets because of me. You can have all of their secrets to predict the future. I have found much greater things than these to reveal to puppet trades.